Hey everyone, I just had a really interesting conversation with one of my clients about tear troughs, and I think you guys would benefit from it, so let's go through that. I treated her mid cheeks a couple weeks ago, and today she followed up and we were supposed to do her tear troughs, but she said, since you've done my mid cheeks, my tear troughs look pretty good, and I'm wondering, is it even worth doing them? And I said right off the bat, no, don't do them. And I encourage a lot of my clients not to do tear troughs or certain treatments if it's not really necessary, or if they're on the fence about it. We can try and improve things, but whenever there's certain areas like the tear troughs that are very tricky and finicky, clients need to know the risks. And if they're not even sure if it's going to benefit them, then don't do it. Actually, what they probably need is just this Total Eye Kit. This is basically Total Eye by Color Science, and what it does is a tinted moisturizer. It has SPF and it has hyaluronic acid, and it just plumps around the eye, gets rid of the discoloration, and it's like perfect for people who just have a mild tear trough. So that's what I recommended to her, and she loved it. Now, why is it risky to do tear trough fillers? Well, let's kind of go over that. Basically, you have the thinnest skin on the body right here, and you have a very, very thin piece of muscle, and then underneath that, there's bone. And I've got to try and cram a little bit of filler in there, and hopefully it stays for a year without migration. That definitely happens, but at the same time, you can be the best injector in the world, and potentially that can still migrate. It's really out of the hands of the provider or even the client. Sometimes these things just happen. So you need to know that. Now, if you're prone to rubbing your eyes, or if you do a lot of exercise and you're squinting a lot, or if you're crying a lot, then that increases your chances of having filler migration. Now, what about swelling? Sometimes people can also have some swelling around the eyes that can be temporary or it can even be chronic, caused by fillers. Why would that happen? Well, you have a lymphatic drainage system. When you go to the doctors and they feel your lymph nodes, those lymph nodes actually branch out to around the eye and they collect debris, viruses, bacteria, and it brings it to the lymph node to let it know if there's an infection or not. And if there's no infection, it's drained out. And if there's an infection, it'll go take care of it. But it's constantly doing that. And if there's a disruption there, because of maybe seasonal allergies or just based on genetics, you're prone to getting a little swelling around the eyes, or you're more sensitive to how much salt intake or alcohol or whatever. If you're prone to getting puffiness that wax and wanes around the eye, do not get tear trough filler, in my opinion. And the reason why is because by placing more filler there, you're going to be compressing those little channels, which are already sensitive for you. And that's whenever you're gonna have that risk of complication for swelling. So for those reasons, that's why I tell people, listen, if you're kind of happy with your tear troughs, but you're not sure if you really need it, don't do it.
Girl, don't do it. It's not worth it.
So maybe all you need is this, but if you're looking for tear trough filler, come in. We're more than happy to do a full consultation. I'm gonna have a full conversation like this, give you the risks and benefits, and if you still wanna go ahead with it, great, but I'll always under treat, and at the same time, I'm always trying to look out for your best and make sure you look your best. So I hope you guys learned a few things. Till the next time, take care of each other, exercise daily, and please be nice to absolutely everyone. Take care.